perish. This shit.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Backstage with BeU. Today on the show, we have an amazing up-and-coming artist, Lil Story.
What's good? I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. So let's start off with, no pun intended, your story. How you got into music and whatnot.
Man, I was about 18 in high school, was dating this little girl, and she, broke my heart or whatever. Well, I thought it broke my heart, but, at the time it was just a regular relationship. But
yeah.
So I had a buddy that was doing YouTube, and he started making music, and I was always big into music, But I had a friend that started making music, and I was like, man, I can do this too, So, boom, I started off on Audacity. I remember it like it was yesterday. Started off on Audacity, and that is a hard program to make music with, let me tell you. But I started off on Audacity and started making songs, and my first song was about that little breakup, and it was pretty terrible. But then I just kept going, and eventually, here we are. It just got better, I guess.
Exactly, bro. I love to hear that, man. And how did you get your name? Because I know you didn't just come up with the name Lil Story. I know it came from somewhere, right?
Okay, so believe it or not, my last name is actually Story.
That's
but
it's a dope
before
last name.
I appreciate it. But before that, my name was, when I first started, my rap name was Storyteller. And then I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. I can't rock with this for too long. So I ended up changing it to Lil Story, which is still kind of but it's cool, I guess. Like, it's not bad. It's just not like super clever,
Yeah, but it's dope that it has to do with your last name.
Right.
When did you make that switch?
It was probably a little bit before my first sight of like viewers. Like, so my first up and coming hit was No Cigar. And that whenever it started to get like 100,000 views, I was like, okay, if I'm going to change my name, it's got to be before I get a fan base, like a real fan base, because then it's going to be harder to transition. So it was probably around that time, probably like a year or two ago. Yeah, probably.
So do you have like music on Spotify under Storyteller? Like if I looked up Storyteller, would I find anything?
No, because I think I changed the name to all my music to Lil Story whenever I made the switch. But a lot of my songs that I made back in the day are not even, it's hard to find them because I don't remember where they all are, and I didn't delete them from everything. Like I had a buddy that texted me the other day. He was like, yo, I can't believe your music's still on like Spinrilla or something. I'm like, I didn't even know it was on there.
Yeah.
Right. So so it's all over the place.
Don't even know you're logging even like.
Right. Yeah, I don't even have the app anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. So who are your biggest musical influences? Who'd you listen to growing up that's kind of influenced your sound? Because you have I feel like you got a really, unique sound. Like it's your
Right, I appreciate that. Getting into it, when I first started listening to music, I listened to Logic, believe it or not. I thought he was super dope. That's what got me into like rap in general. But when I first started, Lil Wayne was huge to me. Eminem was huge to me, and Logic, J. Cole. I was really on some lyrical. I was trying to be like a lyrical artist in the beginning.
Right.
But then I started listening to this artist called Lil Skies. I'm sure you know who that is.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this style is awesome. Like I feel like I could do something like this. So when I started listening to Lil Skies, I started trying to sing a little more, like sing rap in my music. And then I was like, this is just working way better for me. Like the music sounds a lot better. So I made that transition. But Lil Skies was huge. Lil Wayne and Logic, I guess, would have to be my top three that influenced me. And now in my career, it's a lot of Mac Miller, but that was building me up for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Did you ever listen to any like Louisiana-born rappers? Are there really any?
Yeah, there's a few. So Lil Wayne is from Louisiana, actually. So that's crazy. And then the only two artists that I really know that are big around here are Kevin Gates. He's big. He came from down here, and he's pretty big. And NBA YoungBoy right now is doing pretty good, even though he just went to jail. But everyone around here listens to NBA YoungBoy, and like I listened to it, but it wasn't really for me. It was too gangster and trap for me, and I was like, this is cool, but not really my style. So, but I've listened to it a good bit. But yeah, NBA YoungBoy probably, and Lil Wayne obviously. But
and it's cool that you're bringing your own little style out of Louisiana, though.
Right.
You're back home. So what would you say, your creative process looks like when you're making music and like kind of your average day?
Man, okay. So my creative process is literally I'll come to the computer and I'll find a beat on YouTube, or I'll hit some of these producers that hit me, and I just start brainstorming and freestyling. Like I'll start off usually by trying to get an intro. So I'll start humming some melodies or whatever. And then once I get like, once the beat drops and I'm like, all right, this is where the chorus goes, or this is where I got to start rapping the verse, you know, I'll just start freestyling like a line or two at a time until stuff starts piecing together, and like it just is that repeated over and over. And like eventually, you know, at first it wasn't working too well, and I like when I first started making music, it was a lot of writing. I wrote my lyrics down and I wrote whole songs before I recorded them. But it got to a point where like I was making better music when I was just freestyling and punching in, because I didn't focus so much about the lyrics. It was more about like the flow of making an actual song, you know,
Right, yeah.
Not trying to write poems to people. You're trying to make music. So
Yeah, facts.
so yeah, that's what I did, man. I go in there and I just punch in, just think of stuff on the fly, and usually it works out for me. But if it doesn't after a little bit, then I just skip it and go to the next beat, because you gotta learn when to take and give, you know.
Exactly, bro. 100%. Is there any producer that you work with a lot?
Yeah, there's been a few. I know Parrish Beats I work with a lot, and I hate this because I'm gonna miss some people, but Fortune, I work with Fortune a lot. K Dripped and Sauce, Camp, all the guys in 404 Collective. I don't know if you know what that is, but all the guys in 404 Collective, Fortune.
Shout out
really,
404.
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only ones off the top of my head I can think of, and I know I'm missing some, and I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good, man. I'm sure they know.
Right.
And what does your average day look like? You know, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed.
Man, lately I'll wake up, go to the gym, come home, eat, shower, and that's really the start of my day. And then a lot of days I'll start streaming on YouTube, and I'll try to make music on live, because I've been doing that a lot recently.
Damn, thanks for engagement. That's smart.
Right, and so I'll try to make music on live. I haven't got to Twitch yet. I only do it on YouTube right now, but if I don't do that, then honestly I'm probably just gaming, playing video games and chilling, because I do that takes up a lot of my time, to be honest. It's probably my biggest setback, but you know, chilling is always fun.
What's your favorite game? What are you playing?
Man, I play League of Legends, Overwatch, you know, the competitive banger keyboard games.
Yeah, you should definitely get on Twitch, man.
I know I should. It'd be huge, I think.
Yeah, for sure,
I
man.
just don't know how to work it.
Yeah, I mean, figure it out, I guess.
Right.
But so your manager, Peyton, was telling me that a lot of exciting things have happened over the past few months. Can you kind of, tell us what's been going on?
Man, well, No Cigar was my first sight of, popularity. I was like, wow, this is crazy. 100,000 views. It's nuts. And then I dropped a song called Dangerous Bitch, and it started going crazy, man, like way past anything I ever expected. And so after Dangerous Bitch, that was probably like a year ago. Past few months, we dropped Too Dangerous with Roarin' as a sequel or whatever.
Streaming,
and then
crazy.
Yeah, right, yeah. So that's doing great. I've been working with a lot of Fortnite people. I've been trying to branch out to TikTok. I'm not creative enough on TikTok, I guess, because it's not crazy, but I try my best, And then
get on there, put out.
Right. As long as
powerful, bro.
Right, man. If I could just get on there and consistently post stuff, I'd be good. But I just don't, man. I don't get on TikTok like that.
Nah, I feel that, bro. If it's not your style, it's not your style.
Right.
The live streaming on YouTube and Twitch is.
Right. That's a lot more my flow, because I like talking to my fans. I like them seeing how I make music and stuff. But yeah, besides like Too Dangerous, photo shoots, this interview, that's pretty big. Besides that, not a whole lot, chilling.
And then this past Friday, a couple days ago, you dropped your new single, Double Take, right?
Oh, yes, sir, with Parrish Beats. Yes, sir.
Tell us about that?
You said what? Tell you about it?
Yeah.
Well, I had a beat. I found a beat off YouTube, made a song. Originally, it was called Cash and Ass, which was terrible. Let's just, on the fly naming. But I hit up Parrish Beats because the beat had a Bruno Mars sample in it for a voice and like a melody in the beat. Yeah. And I was like, there's no way I can use this. So I hit up Parrish Beats, and he was like, yeah, man, I can redo this. And we can, made it around that. Like, I already had a song done. He made the beat around my voice. And so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so after that, we were like, okay, dope. So we hit up Death Row, and he made a cover art for us and went from there.
And here we are. That's pretty cool, bro. So, what advice would you have for, younger artists just starting out, getting into, this industry?
Man, first of all, don't quit. like a lot of people start and give up way too soon. Like I was pretty terrible when I first started, and you know, it's crazy because people told me I was doing good, but going back on it, I was like, how could people tell me this? But you're always gonna be your biggest critic. But yeah, keep going, keep making music, have fun with it, and really try to sit down and learn stuff that's important, like how to edit your voice. That's a huge thing, you know, because quality over quantity. Right. Absolutely, so make sure you're editing, you learn how to edit your stuff, reach out to people, try to collab, you know, all the good shebang.
Right. So top 3 things: be consistent, networking, and learn how to edit your voice. Quality over quantity always, and never give up. So, you know, going off of what we were talking about earlier, how a lot of, you know, great things have happened to you in the past couple of months. What advice would you give to yourself a year ago from today?
I'd say don't stress so much. I'd say have fun with it, you know, enjoy it, because, you know, as long as you keep doing it, you can only get better. It's rare that you just get worse after you keep practicing, you know what I mean?
Great point.
So I would have said, you know, have more fun with it. Don't stress yourself out over it, and just be a little more active with networking, because I'm bad at that. I'm really to myself, but yeah, I would have told myself to network more.
Oh yeah, bro. And you know, if you could work with one artist, who would it be?
Right now, to be honest, it'd be Swayco the Kid, or Swayco. My friends make fun of me because I don't know how to say his name, but he's got some hard music, bro, and I really would like to work with him.
Hell yeah, bro. Swayco the Kid, if you're listening to this,
yes sir.
Give him a little story. Let's see something happen.
All right.
And my last question I have for you today is, you know, what does your next year look like for you?
Lots of music, man. I plan on dropping my first project this year, pretty soon, not too long from now, to be honest. But next year, I'm looking at, my goals for next year is 50 million total streams on Spotify. And I'm looking at trying to hit 1 million monthly listeners, and I think we could do it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's my goals, though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you have, I think you have over 1 million streams already on Too Dangerous?
Yeah, on Too Dangerous, just hit 2. I think it's close to 3 million right now.
Damn, and on another.
Right, bro. So it's crazy. So I was just looking. Last year, we hit 10 million at the end of the year, and we're already at like 27, 28 million, and it's only like halfway through this year. So we already went up 15. So I don't know. I think it's possible by next year to hit 50 for sure. But
super possible, bro. Super. And then for your project, is it going to be like, if you could say, is it going to be like an EP based format, or are you doing like a full album?
I don't think it's gonna be a full album. More like a mixtape, EP type deal. Yeah, just like some songs just like a project I threw together with some of my best work.
Hell yeah! Is it already finished or?
For the most part, it's finished. I have a few songs that need to be touched up, and like I need to get I don't have a cover art for the whole project yet. That's another thing I need to do. But besides that, most of the music is there, ready to go.
Hell yeah! That's super exciting, man.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the show today, man. If you guys got to check out Lil Story's new song, Double Take, out now, and then be on the lookout for his new project coming out sometime in the future. I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll catch you later.
All right, have a good day.
All right.